Welcome back to MilduraWeekly.com.au. It's the return of the Mayoral Minute today, and we're joined by Mildura Rural City Council Mayor, Councillor Simon Clemence. Simon, thank you again for coming in, mate.
Thank you for inviting me, Vinny.
No, absolute pleasure. It's been a big few days from a council perspective, and I guess we can focus mainly on some fantastic news coming out of council, which is that at the most recent ordinary meeting, we provided some much-needed rates relief to our drought-impacted farmers in the Mildura. What can you tell our viewers about that and how it's all come about?
Okay, so the total package is $670,000. It's state government money. The farmers, we spoke to farmers' representatives, and they were very strong on the point that they didn't want council to provide that directly, because they knew that that would then impact on council business and impact on other rate payers. We'd probably have to get the money back somehow, and they didn't want to do that. So they were very keen for the state government to step up, and they have, which is, thank you to the state government. But as is often the case, they put rules around this money. And some $250,000 of that money had to be spent on infrastructure. And we knew that the primary want of the farmers was for rate relief. So we wrote to the state government and said, look, is there any chance we could turn that $250,000 out of that 670, roll that into rate relief, so that it's all for rate relief? And we're waiting for a response, but initial indications are that they'll be happy with that. We haven't got that confirmed, but that's what we're waiting for. So the resolution last night that we passed was that if the government does that, then we will provide it in rate relief. So
So at the moment, $420,000 is confirmed to be going to some 260 odd properties out there.
250 something. I think,
as direct rate relief, and then we're just waiting on final confirmation as whether that additional 250 can be used in the same way.
Correct. And the big thing about that is some of those farmers are paying $30,000 in rates, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a lot less. But if you're a drought-impacted farmer and you've got to pay a $30,000 bill, well, you could feed a family on $30,000 for a year if you were pretty frugal. So that's a big ticket item for them. And
it was something they called for, and I mean, at the end of the day, their wishes have been answered, and it's a fantastic result.
It is, and look, not credit to council, it's really credit to the state government. We're just trying to fine-tune it so that they can get the best out of it that they can, but in reality it's the state government that deserves the kudos for what they've done.
Whilst the early days since the decision's been made, what's been the response from drought-affected farmers out there following this decision?
Of course they're happy. They're saying, where's the money? Show us the money. But these things, there's legal processes, and it's not just a matter of someone saying, oh yeah, no worries. There's a process that has to be gone through, and that process will take its course, and certainly in the very near future the matter will be resolved. But we're not chasing that money anyway. We found out a little while ago that one farmer got a notice in relation to non-payment, and that was just a technical error through the system, so we basically chased that up and fixed it. So we won't be chasing them anyway, so there's no hurry.
Absolutely. In other news, Council's also made a decision on which of our local football and netball clubs will soon call the Mildura South Regional Sporting Precinct home. What can you tell us about that?
The successful club was Mildura South, and not just because it's in Mildura South. I mean, the stadium will probably end up being named something else anyway. Someone will probably get naming rights, and it might be called Marvel Stadium or something. I don't know. So it's not because of the name.
Opportunity for a local business out there to throw their name behind.
It is a great opportunity for a local business. I imagine we'll start getting phone calls.
Probably after this.
So it is a great opportunity, but it's not just because they're Mildura South and it's in Mildura South. The fact is that they put in a great application. There were two applicants. IMS was the other applicant. Both of them eminently suitable, great clubs, great histories. We'd be more than happy to have either of them there, to be perfectly honest. It would be great to have either of them there. But there was an application process, and in that process, Mildura South just had a better process. They provided a better vision of the future for their club. They've actually changed their name or their registration from being a football club to being a sporting club.
Oh, fantastic.
Because they want to diversify into other sports. They've already got a social basketball team. They want to turn that into a competition basketball team. They've got a lot going on around having a look at how they can increase women in sport, engage in other types of activities like squash and volleyball and so on. So their use of the stadium is more in tune with what the stadium's there for, so that they would have a greater use of it if they continue down that road. And that was all in their application. So council has made their decision. It wasn't unanimous, but it was the majority, and the decision's been made.
Fantastic. Simon, thank you again so much for coming in and providing us with some updates on a couple of very big things going on, and looking forward to seeing South Mildura host some games out there once the complex is complete and up and running.
Absolutely, looking forward to it.
Thanks again, mate. Be sure to tune back into milduraweekly.com.au for more videos.